We're back in Oklahoma City where 24 World of Outlaw cars are getting ready for a 30-lap main event on this half-mile track. $10,000 to the winner. On the pole, Jason Myers with 4 wins on the season. He's 4th in the point standings next to year. Sammy Swindell in row 2 along with Tim Kading. Then it's Shane Stewart and Steve Kinzer in row 3. Row 4, Lasowski and Berryhill. Row 5, Saldana and Schaefer. Row 6, Alley and Delansky. Row 7, Crocker and Paulus. Row 8, Tatnall and Craig Kinzer. Row 9, Wayne Johnson and Peter Murphy. Row 10, Chappell and Sides. Row 11, Pittman and McMahon. And row 12, it's Brown and Weilet. Getting set for this terrific main event. And it could be interesting, Brad, if we see Pittman and Sides and McMahon all in the back of the pack, see how far they can come up through. Yeah, boy, those big old half mile, they've got their work cut out for them. They're going to have a lot of cautions. Things come their way after they get strung out. They're going to have some of these yellows to get them bunched back up, give them a chance. And the wind has died down, so it looks like we've got to have a pretty good passing race, maybe. Yeah, you just got to wonder if that wind will stay down. It tends to come back up without a lot of notice here. And Danny Lasowski coming through the pack as well. Mid-pack started. We're under green. Boy, what a charge into that first turn. Schatz taking the lead away from Myers. Parker Stores number 15. Boy, he's had such a rampaging end of the season. Boy, he really has, but he got into 3 right there so hard. So it was really high coming out of turn 4. Look at the traffic. Ducko, Remy and Craig Kinzer. That's Tatnall number 66 behind him. Crocker number 16. Crocker on the inside. Boy, Tatnall looked really tight as he went into that corner. The car got on the right front. He drove up across the track, but still able to battle back around Crocker. Now these shots have done such a fabulous job this year at the end of the season. Everybody's scratching their heads earlier. He only had 1 win. Rolling wheels, and then all of a sudden start putting it together on the western swing. Well, we talked about that earlier, Art. You know how things go in swings, it seems like, or spurts. These guys will get on a winning streak, and they'll all tell you they don't do anything any different, but it can go away as quick as it came, too. 5 wins to add to 20 career wins coming into the season. Whoa, some smoke. Delansky there, again, that's probably, this early in the race could be out of the breather, up on the oil tank. It should go away if that's what it is. Stewart, number 4. Berryhill, number 97. 6th and 7th places. See the cars kind of bouncing around a little bit there, Art. Track is starting to chop out just a little bit. Rocking and rolling out of 2. But again, this track hadn't had any racing on it for a long time. There's actually grass growing up out of it, so the crews had a big job ahead of them to get it race ready, and it is holding up pretty well. Johnny Schatz just cruising along, but of course, with 30 laps, your chances of a yellow caution or a red flag are great. Yeah. Here's the battle for 7th. Delansky and Berryhill. When you talked about like Schatz cruising along there, when you're leading a race like that, you just want to try to run the car as hard as you have to stay out front, try to save your tires a little bit. Quite a row of cars behind Delansky. Schatz once again. Boy, real tight, almost stopping the car getting into 3. You could really see him slow that car down. Came up off the ground with 1 wheel coming out of 4. Myers and Kading. Kading has had a very interesting limited schedule with the World of Outlaws this year. And of course, he's got this new beef packer ride. It's Schatz, Myers, Kading, Swindell, the top 4. But Kading looks like a bright start for the future, the way he's reacted here in the late going. Well, if you notice, the car's number 83 now, not 83 junior. Mark Kinzer and Carl Kinzer has left the 83. Brooke Tatnall became the first driver from Australia to win a World of Outlaws A main in America. He's running the entire schedule next year. He's the subject of our World of Outlaws Driver's Profile, brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey.
First time I jumped in a sprint car, I was 12 years old at a media day, and against Steve Kinzer. So my first race meeting was at 16, officially, legally, I should say. So it's been a 16-year haul from spoiled little brat of a kid who was proud of his dad to actually having a father that's proud of his son right now. I'm very fortunate that I've had some great friends that took care of me over the years, and I live in Minneapolis. So I look at Minneapolis as home base over here, but to win our very first Outlaw show, we'd just come off a great month. Court and I with the Phillips 66 team, we'd just come through. We just won the NCRA championship. We just qualified for the Knoxville Nationals. We had such a great month, and then to go to Jetmore, my dad was over here who hadn't been to America for 4 years. So I mean, culminating in everything, and to pass a guy that is an absolute mentor to me. Back when I ran my own team, I had funding from Kelly and Associates, but Sammy Swindell took me under his wing as I guess a junior team, and without him I wouldn't be sitting here today, because he has a lot to do with my career. So pass him on that last corner, I mean, you couldn't have written a script any better. It's a sick movie, basically. We are proud of who we are, you know, and we've had to come a long way. You know, you can't afford to travel halfway around the world, 40,000 miles, forget where you've come from or forget the people that helped you get here.
Back to the action at State Fair Speedway in Oklahoma City. 9 laps completed. Donnie Schatz continuing to lead.
Look at the racetrack. Most of the cars trying to run the bottom, getting into 3, but they slide all over in about 3 or 4 different lines right there. As you can see, everybody just trying to find some moisture.
Still 20 laps to go in this race as we see Myers, number 14 and 83. That's Tim Kading. Tim Kading going for a full season next year. Brooke Tatnam going for a full season. Wimmer going for a full season. And what a battle here with Myers. Tim Kading and Myers coming awfully close together.
And you can see again the track starting to chop out a little bit. You can see Kading behind Myers there, the front end kind of lifting up.
Steve Kinzer in 5th. There you see him go by in the green Quaker State.
Right there again. See the front end lift up as they hit those holes, especially in 3 and 4.
Shots starting to come into traffic right now. Interesting to see how he handles it on this half-mile track.
He had been running the bottom down here in 3 and 4, and he goes in now.
Kading diving under Myers. Kading in 2nd place now, starting a challenge. Schatz.
And he saw him battling with Myers there, and he got by and just drove away from Myers and really closed in on Schatz. Now having a little trouble there getting around the 17 car. Boy, and you can see how much it cost him down the back straightaway there. Schatz again, real tight. Right on that bottom, trying to be real smooth, keep their car real straight.
Oh, Swindell and Kinzer.
I think they got together back there. Those 2 cars, that's not the first time they banged wheels. These guys been at it for a lot of years.
Number 1 and 2 in career victories in World of Outlaws. Steve Kinzer and Sammy Swindell as Schatz tries to hold on to the lead. The halfway point, 15 laps down. He puts a lap on McMahon. And there's Steve Kinzer making his move right now.
And you saw the 17 of Brown there. Looked like he was really slow out of turn 2 as you saw Kinzer just shoot by him out of the corner there.
Sammy Swindell still in front of him though. And we've got a car slowing on the backstretch. It's Brian Brown coming out of turn 3. While there's a break on the track, let's take a break for these important words.
I am astounded.